Alright, so the next one goes to Yvonne in Nevada, and she ordered Pikachu. And my swirly diamond painting pen that came back into stock just yesterday. Here it is. I love this pen. And there's your drill tip. And where did Pikachu go? Pikachu, I saw him come out. I thought I saw him come out of the package. Oh, that's actually, I think these got out of order because this one's your order right here. Sorry about that. Oh my gosh, it's just things that, this bubble wrap is a little stiffer, so it's kind of hard to stack it the way I do in the box. Alright, so here is your drill tip on your swirly pen. And here is your Pikachu. And that drill tip. And we'll get these sent out to you right away. It's not too far of a trip to get to Nevada, and I'd be interested to know if it's still snowing there. Someone in the group, I don't know if it was you actually, that posted pictures and a video of the snow down there. I couldn't believe it, because that's like one of the last places I'd expect to see snow. Although Texas is one of those places I'd never think that would get snow, but my cousin lives there, and one year it was snowing a lot. It just amazes me that you guys are getting snow down there, and we just don't get it here. Places that don't get it are the places that want it. Places that get it don't want it. Because I imagine, you know, having to deal with snow all winter long could be a pain. Just because it's, for one thing, it's cold. Number two, your mail could freeze. Number three, the roads are scarier to drive on. More accidents. But for people that have lived in it all their life, I'm sure it's something that they are used to. Not per se like, but they know whether they should stay home or if they just can't do driving when it's snowing, or if they have special driving skills in the snow. One year it snowed while I was at work, and this is when I worked from 7 at night till 7 in the morning. And I got off work and there was snow everywhere, and my defrosters didn't work. And neither did my windshield wipers. So I had to drive with my window down. And it was freezing as it was. But I went to an empty parking lot and I did donuts. Oh, that was fun. Oh man, that was fun. Because I got to go out of control, and it didn't matter because there wasn't anything for me to hit like I did when I hit the side of the mountain that one year. But it was the same vehicle. Same exact vehicle. I had that car for so long. Alright, Yvonne, in Nevada, your order is ready. Thank you very much for placing your order. Well, let me get your receipt and let you see it. And there it is. Oh, you ordered 2 swirly pens, so that other one was yours as well. Okay. Boy, I'm sharp today. Yeah, I bet you I had you worried there. So I already showed you this pen, so let me just get it wrapped up and we will get them both put in the envelope for you. That's why I do the things I do, like showing you the receipt. That gives me an extra time to look at the receipt to make sure I got everything correct. because, yeah, I do make mistakes. And when I do, man, do I make them big. Big, big, big. Alright. So, we are still on the purple and silver. Let me get the next one. Alright, so the next question that I have, pet pig or goat? Oh boy. Well, my grandma used to have a farm. It was like the family farm. I think my dad actually grew up in that house part of the time. I mean, I don't know if they lived there all of his life, but it wasn't a very big house, and my grandparents had 6 kids. But I think they did live there a long time, and at one point in time, my aunt and uncle and their 2 kids moved in with my grandma on the farm, and they had goats. And I remember learning how I actually milked the goats, and I thought it was so neat to be able to milk the goats. And I thought it would be cool to have a pet goat. So I'm going to say goat just because I know they both stink, but if you just have one, I think you would be able to do a little bit more like as a pet rather than a farm animal that was there to supply you with milk or whatever. So if it was a pet, I think it wouldn't stink because I'd, bathe it and whatnot. I don't know. I don't know anything about goats or pigs, so I really couldn't tell you which one would be easier, but at this point in time in my life, I wouldn't have either. I'd want a monkey. Oh, one that is smart. The kind that, or chimpanzee, I think they're the ones that were in Project X. Yeah, I know I'm aging myself. I'm dating or aging. I'm showing my age. Oh boy, these have these like fine hairs that come off of them. Alright. I bet you were panicking if you're actually watching this video. I bet you were panicking thinking, oh, that's my pen. That's mine too. Give it to me. Alright. Now we got both of your orders. I mean, both of your pins in this order wrapped up and ready to go. Oh, there you go. Your order is ready. Nice and pretty. And ready to go out to Nevada. Here's your red here. So that, since this is Pack and Chat number 12, that makes it 4 weeks that I've been doing these. I can't believe it's been that long. It doesn't feel like it's been 4 weeks. You know? It feels like it's only been like a week that I've been doing them. Alright, next one goes out to Marisol in Arizona. And she ordered a rose straightener, a nine placer with a 45 degree, a cutesy chic pen in pink, a prismatic beauty in pink, and a 6 placer with a 45 degree angle. So let me get all those out for you. Get those ready. Move this aside. And All right, here's your rose straightener. And here is your 45-degree angle 9-placer. These are nice to be able to get at a better angle. And here's your 45-degree 6-placer. And they come with these cushy grips. And your wax. And you wrap these up and then I'll get your other package out. Your pins, the Prismatic Beauty, and the Cutesy Chic pin. These I'm not too as worried about them getting broken, because I mean, if the pink pen breaks, those are easily, you know, everybody has extra pink pens. I don't want the tips to break though. And if we were to stick them in like a regular business size envelope, they would be run through a machine and they would probably get broken. Because I actually, when Jim went to the post office to take some packages in, I had him check on that. Alright, so here is your Prismatic Beauty in pink. And there's your drill tip. And here is your Cutesy Chic in pink. And there's your drill tip. Yeah, I really, that's the one thing I am not happy about this camera, is that it does not focus very fast. So frustrating. And I think of burritos every time I wrap these up because they're so tightly wrapped, like a little burrito. Okay, so what questions should I answer next? A pound of quarters or a pound of dimes? See, that's a tricky question. Because a pound is a pound, but you're going to have more dimes in a pound than you would have quarters. But it takes, so it only takes 2.5 dimes to equal a quarter. But how many dimes weigh the same amount as a quarter? Yeah, that's the question. How many dimes? If, say, it's 3 dimes to 1 quarter, I would take the dimes. If it was less than 3 dimes per quarter, I would take the quarters. These are some really, some questions that make you think. Now, if it said $1 worth of quarters or $1 worth of dimes, you know, that's the same thing, but when we're talking weight, yeah, depends on how much they weigh. And I've never checked to see how much they weigh before, so I know. A pregnant teenage daughter or a junky teenage daughter? I'd take the pregnant one. I wouldn't know how to deal with a daughter who was who had drug issues. I don't know how. Neither one of my kids were pregnant as teens either. But I think if they had been, I wouldn't have had any problems stepping in and helping out. Alexa, cancel timer. Because at that point,
8 minutes timer canceled.
I didn't have Teslin yet, and I had been wanting a baby, so Yeah, here, I'll take your kid for you. Yeah, I don't know. If out of the two choices, you know, you're more likely to lose your child from drugs than you are from pregnancy. And I wouldn't want to lose my kid no matter what kind of trouble they got into. So, that is my answer. A successful career or a happy family life? I would actually prefer the happy family life. Because I never had a successful career. I mean, as a CNA, I was on my way to a successful career. But not too many people last a whole long time in that field. Yeah, you know, I really should stop where I'm at when that timer goes off. I don't know what I was saying, but I'm still packing the same package. I know that much, so it wasn't long. It didn't go too long. Actually, maybe I was packaging the other one, but I'm still in the same order. I'm still on Marisol's order. But here are this is the drill straighteners. The row straightener and the multi-drills. And I don't want to forget that wax sitting over here. Alright. But I don't know if that question about pregnant or junkie. Anyway, Marisol, your order is ready. Thank you for placing your order. Look at this shine. And I don't know if this was your first order. I know you have another one that's going to be processed with the next batch. So your name will come up in the next video as well. But if this is your first order, welcome to our world. There's your wax. Alright, so next person is Barbara in Maryland. And let's see, she has 2 orders here. I believe I put them together because she forgot to order her the row straightener. And she wants the row straightener on the Prismatic Beauty that's in blue. And she also ordered a little bit of sparkle in blue. Get that straight. And here is that order here. Here is your little bit of your Prismatic Beauty in blue. And there's your row straightener on it. By the way, guys, if you didn't know, these can have row straighteners on them and multi-tips. Here is your little bit of sparkle in blue. And there's your drill tip. And that's the little bit of sparkle. And you have ordered before. So thank you again for placing your order. Let me get to my questions again. A successful career or happy... oh no, I don't remember what I was talking about now, because I remember starting that question and saying I definitely would rather have a happy home life. Because family means so much to me, and sometimes, you know, we are able to get together. You know, most holidays we get together, the whole family, but sometimes not everybody can make it. And it really saddens me that one of my children has become an introvert. Doesn't want to do things with the family, doesn't want to attend the holidays, doesn't want to even go out to dinner with us when we go out to dinner. I think it has a lot to do with the fact that their boyfriend lives in the UK. So, you miss out on a lot when you are putting a man ahead of everything. I've done it, been there, but I didn't ignore my family. But I remember how it felt wanting to do, you know, rather spend the time with him than do things with the family. Then you regret it later. Especially when you lose your family. And then you're like, I should have spent more time with them. As you get older, I mean, but she's a late mature. She hasn't matured as fast as myself and Ayla has. I don't want to kick her out. She doesn't have nowhere to go. She doesn't have enough money to make it on her own. And that's the way I am. I can't just do that. I mean, there's tough love, but then there's also detrimental choices. Alright, so Barbara, your order is ready. Thank you again for placing your order. Oh, it's so pretty. I love it. Oh, I forgot to grab the envelope. Here we are. Yep. And there's your order. There's for your Prismatic Beauty. And that's for your little bit of sparkle in the rose straightener. Alright. So, here we go. I really had a good time talking with you guys in my live that I did yesterday. It was really fun. I don't get much time like that to just hang out. But I would love to be able to do it more often. I really would. I would like to try to schedule time to do it. It will have to be during the week when Teslin's at school because, well, you know, I guess it wouldn't hurt to do it while she's home. But it would need to be during a time that isn't her bedtime. I would have to actually change the time different times because sometimes it's okay to do it when she's home, but sometimes not because she will take over the whole thing. I'm sure you guys wouldn't mind, but hey, maybe she can do the talking and I can do diamond painting while she talks or something. Anyway, the next order goes to Adele in Texas, and this looks like it's their first order. She ordered a purple cutesy chic pen. There's your receipt. And here is your purple cutesy chic pen. There's your drill tip. Okay, let me get this ordered, rolled up, and sent out. There are a couple orders that I have some extra pieces, so I'm being on the extra alertness tonight so I can make sure and figure out where they go. Either that or my husband counted wrong and stuck too many in. Adopt a puppy or a baby. Well, again, if I was younger, if it was earlier in my life, I probably would have. I had actually talked about adopting a baby because it took me so long to get Teslin. But instead of adopting, I had my gastric sleeve and I lost 100 pounds and I was able to get pregnant. So, but even now though, I don't know if I would want a puppy. I don't want a puppy. I really don't want a puppy. I'd rather adopt a kitten. In fact, we talked about that, giving Teslin a kitten, but she has to change her little attitude because she's gotten really bad with talking back and disobeying and throwing fits. We told her she had to go a month of being good if she wants to have a kitten. And also that kitten can sleep with her. So that means she has to sleep in her own bed. So it's, you know, a win-win situation for us and for her. I love sleeping with her. I love it. But my husband really would like to sleep back in her bed again. The couch is really starting to hurt his back. All right, Adele, your order is ready. Again, thank you very much for placing your order and welcome to our world. Get you tucked away. And the next order goes to Courtney in Ohio. She ordered the key to my diamond painting pen in blue. There's your blue key. And there's your drill tip. And there's your key again. Can't tell it's a drill pen. And let me get your envelope. There's your receipt. So I'm going to say neither. I'd adopt a kitten. Adult mind in a child body or a child mind in an adult body. I'd rather have an adult mind in a child body. Just because I know what it's like to be around somebody who has a child mind in an adult body. And I'm not talking about someone who has a handicap or someone who's handy capable. I am talking about somebody who is fully grown, fully educated, and knows right from wrong, knows, you know, common sense, but they don't use it. That is what I'm referring to. So my husband just went to go get a late night treat. He's coming back in a second, so as soon as this order gets wrapped up, I'm going to pause and take care of that. And it's almost wrapped up. Your key is almost ready. So, Jim, say hi.
Hello.
He's saying hi. Okay, this ran out of tape. Darn. It was almost enough. Okay, so let me get a new one. And I love this color. It doesn't have a design on it, but it's still sparkling. It's still pretty. Alright. But I don't think it's as sticky. I'll just add it on right there. Because I hate to waste that little bit of prettiness from that other tape. Okay. Alright, Courtney. Looks like this is your first order as well. I could be wrong. If it is, welcome to our world. Your order is ready. If it's a repeat order, thank you again for your purchase. Oh, this is so pretty. I love the light shining off of it like that. Alright, let's get this in here. That was the last of the purple too, so that ran out just a tad bit too soon. I should have waited to run out until I was done with that one package at least. Alright. When I come back, we will be packing up April in Michigan's order. So I'll be back in a flash. Alright, here we go. Let's get April's order ready. We are on red. Red on red. So, now that looks silver. That's the inside. And Okay, she ordered a few things. She's gotten a bigger envelope because I'm not going to try and shove things into a small envelope again. One of the things she ordered was the orange tray. And I have a specially cut piece here for that. Here's your orange tray. There's the cushioning for it. And she also ordered a rhinestone. Rhinestones everywhere. One of the 2 lucky people that caught the purple. And there's your drill tip. And the purple, the Myth of the Mermaid. There's your drill tip with the pink tail. And a colorfully gemmed diamond painting drill pen in red. Filled. So there's your red trim. There you go. There's your red gem. And there's your drill tip. Alright. I'm going to wrap up this first. Get it out of the way. And I'll move on to the next question. It is Albert Einstein or Isaac Newton? What about them? I'll just say Albert Einstein. How about that? How about them apples? Ancient Greece or ancient Rome? I'm not really good with history, so I don't know. I'll say ancient Greece. Yeah, that sounds better to me. Wait, which one's for... I think this one's for the pens. This one's... yeah. And the next one. Apartment or house? House, definitely. I just talked about what I'd really like to have in a house. And yes, I've lived in both. I prefer houses. I do not like apartments because, well, if I live downstairs, I have to hear the upstairs neighbors being loud. But if I live upstairs, I am always worried that my kids or whoever it is that walks loudly would bother the neighbors. Because I care. I don't know why. It matters to me if the neighbors are annoyed. And I don't like them to be, so... yeah. Sometimes I need to just not care what other people think, but in instances like that, where you have to live, you know, around a person, and if you're annoying them, you know, they can do things to your vehicle to make you miserable, you know, play their music loud, whatever. So I just like to be able to live at peace with my neighbors. And yeah, so I just don't prefer to have my neighbors live that close to me. It's just, yeah, not my ideal living situation is an apartment. So I like living in a house. Where I live now, it's not super close to your neighbors, but it's close enough to where I want to move. I want to move out to even further in the country, because we are out in the country, but we're not like no neighbors country, because we live in this community thing. Oh, this turned out really pretty, the way I wrapped it. I must say so. That turned out really good. Alright. And then we'll do the pens. Excuse me. That came out of nowhere. Okay. There's one. And there's two. And there's three. Yeah, I can't help that squeaking. I try not to rub my fingers on them too much, but when I put the tape on, it, if I want to make sure it's down, yeah, there. Alright, so, aquarium or zoo? Well, aquariums are smaller, and I'm able to actually walk an aquarium. Zoos are, I love the zoo. I love taking Tesla to the zoo. But it is, well, for one thing, it's a little bit more expensive because of the fact that I can't walk the zoo. It's got steep hills, and it's a long walk just to even get to the first set of animals. So I have to rent a motorized cart, and for one thing, that is, it costs quite a bit to rent, and for two, you know, the looks people give me, and for three, they don't allow my child to sit on my lap when I'm on them because of liability reasons. And I had a really rude employee follow me one time because I had her in my lap, and then he informed me that it was in my contract that I wouldn't allow, that you're not to allow anyone on your lap. And I'm like, I don't remember how I responded. I may have been snotty, I don't know. But then we go down a ways, and, you know, we figured we were out of sight of him, but he was being sneaky, and he followed me, and he actually came up, because I let Tesla on my lap again. He came up to me, and he says, if you do that one more time, we will, you know, take your deposit, and you will not get it back, and you will not ever be able to rent again from us, or something. You know, it was like, he was just a snob. It's like, you do not have to be rude like that. You don't. I mean, he could have said, I'll follow you the whole time. I'll enjoy the zoo with you, to make sure you're not doing this because it is very dangerous or whatever. And the policy is, you know, and we can take your rental from you if you do it. You know, he didn't have to be rude. He didn't have to be snotty. And he, you know, looked like he was in his either early 20s or late teens or something, but, you know, he didn't seem like he was anyone real important. It was just someone that walks around. I don't know, but he was just, it was unnecessarily rude to me. And I just would prefer to avoid those kinds of confrontations, because sometimes my daughter does want to sit in my lap because her feet are tired. Okay, well, that is your order. It is already April. And yeah, I could have probably put this in a small envelope. This would have fit, but to be safe, I put it in this big one. So, I'll show you. Here's your receipt. There's your purple rhinestones everywhere. Your Myth of the Mermaid. The colorfully gemmed in red with filling, and your orange drill tray. And we get this packed in here. So it will definitely fit everything in here. If I do it the right direction, I turn the tray upwards. Oh boy, this tape doesn't want to stay down now. Thank you very much for your order, April. I'm not sure if it's your first order, but it looks like it is. Thank you for your order and welcome to our world. Really love having new people in our world. Even if you've been in the family, you're now in our world. All right. Next one goes to Christine in Missouri. Yeah, I think MO is Missouri, so I do that every time, I know. And she ordered a clearly rounded, in red, filled, and a roast straightener. There's your receipt. And your pins. Let's see, how many rows do I have left? I have 2 rows left, okay. So here's your roast straightener. Here is your clearly rounded in red. There's your drill tip. Here is your red gem. Let's get this wrapped up and out the door. Let's see, attend Hogwarts or Ilvermorny. I don't know what Ilvermorny is. I don't know if that's Game of Thrones or something. I don't have any idea, but I would say Hogwarts because I know what that is. Maybe one of you can tell me what Ilvermorny is. Looks like it's Ilvermorny. Ilvermorny. That's what it looks like. Batman or Superman? Batman, of course. But I was really into, well, not into, but I really liked watching the Superman movies back before they made the Batman movies. Because, you know, Christopher Reeves was just the bomb. And then, you know, you've got to admit, it was great seeing Richard Pryor in one of those movies. One of them, I don't remember which one. I don't remember a lot of the movie. I mean, I can picture Lois Lane and all the characters. I just don't remember the storylines much. And then watching Smallville, I watched it a little bit at the beginning. And I thought it was really neat that Luke, or Bo, I think it was Luke from the Dukes of Hazzard was on there, you know, John Schneider. But then to watch, what did I watch? Oh, I was watching Lucifer for a while until I, you know, just kind of morally decided not to. And the guy that played Clark Kent grew up. I mean, I didn't realize it had been that long ago since the show went off the air. I mean, he looks like he's in his late 30s. Looks like he's going through middle age. And, I mean, it could be, but I didn't think he was my age. This is some really strong tape. This holographic tape, you can get it at the Dollar Tree. I get the 4 rolls for $1. In fact, I forgot to look for it when I was there the last time. But there is a lot on each one of these little rolls. And it does not, because it doesn't look like there's a lot. But it is so strong. And it goes a long way. I'm trying to finish the roll off because I have a bunch of small amounts left on some rolls. So it's taking up a lot of room. Trust me, I have a lot of little washi tapes that I need to just use. Boy, this is a very red package. But Christine in Missouri, your order is ready. Welcome to our world. If you are first time purchase, if not, thank you for your purchase. Either way, thank you. And I will get this out the door. And our next order is for Melissa in Washington. Not too far from me. She ordered the My Little Pony, a Diamond Our Girl's Best Friend in silver, a retro disco ball in gray, and then the extra sparkle and shine in black. So let's pull those udders. Let me pull those pins up. Sound like I said udders, but I said order. I was trying to say orders, but I meant get your pins pulled out here. Boy, this is going to be a long movie, or a video. I think it's this one. Extra sparkle and shine. Yeah, okay, so there's two of them. Alright, so here's your extra sparkle and shine in black. And there's your drill tip. Here is your retro disco ball in gray. And there's your drill tip. And there's your disco ball. Look at that sparkle. Isn't that pretty? And here's the other package that has... This is the wrong one. I think I pulled this from the bottom row. Oh, I know what happened. It fell down the hole because I had pulled that one out from the beginning. Okay, so here's the other ones. Here is your Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend in silver. There's your drill tip. Here is your My Little Pony. You like the hefty ones. These are all metal pins. Except for this one. I think this has some metal, but this is like all metal. And there's your drill pin tip. This is all metal. So is this one. These are the heavier pins. And let's get this rolling so it can head up there to Washington. Okay, be 4 feet tall or 8 feet tall? Well, they both have their disadvantages, and they both have their advantages. Being 8 feet tall would more than likely mean you've got something, some kind of a, something that will make it where you may not live a full lifetime. But medical issues aside, I think I'd rather be 8 feet tall. Even though I know how people stare and stuff when people are that tall. I used to watch My Giant Life. I don't know if it's still on anymore or if my husband's just taken all my shows off of the DVR to record. But sometimes it's a good show to watch. Sometimes it's just I don't know. But I do know some of the issues that they have because of being tall. Just like I'm sure someone who's 4 feet tall would have issues too. Because then that's another show I watched was the little something. I don't remember what it was called. But I watched all those shows, Lifetime, whatever. That's all I did. I had, TV I watch TV during the day, and I would either crochet, or I would be, and then I started diamond painting, and everything changed when I started this channel. No more TV binge watching. I can't. Don't have time. You know, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to continue doing this pin shop for a while. But sometimes I think about it, and it's like, I miss those days of just kicking it and not doing a thing and not having to worry about a deadline or having to get stuff out and ordered. And right now my biggest stress is, or my worry is, getting my taxes done, because it's completely different this year than it was any year prior, because I've got other things to that I have to file now. And I usually do my own taxes, and I'm really good at it. Even when I had my daycare and I was self-employed, I did my own taxes. I'm subscribed to QuickBooks, small business, something like that. And I'm supposed to be able to import everything from Etsy over to it, but I'm just a little bit, I'm not sure if I want to do it myself this year, or if I want to just go to one of those places, you know, H&R Block, yeah, one of those places like that. I don't know. Thinking about it, what I'm gonna do. What am I doing? I am losing my mind. All right, here we go. Almost threw that away. Gosh. All right. I've got almost 6 minutes left on this clip. Oh, let's see what we can get done in that time. Oh, my screen keeps going black. Be 5'3" or 6'8". What? What's that? That's like. Why are this is kind of ridiculous. 6'8". I'd rather be 6'8". I don't know. Maybe I'd rather be 5'3", because I really like tall men. And when you're tall, it's harder to find men that are taller than you. So, well, my husband's 6'2". My first husband was 6'2". My second husband was 6'1". So, don't touch that. It's not what I want. And I'm 5'8". 5'8" or 5'7", depending on how much I weigh. Because when I lose weight, I also lose an inch in height. So I'm between 5'7" and 5'8", depending on my diet. Anyway, the next question. See, this is silly. Not really, but be 6 inches taller or $600,000 richer. Heck yeah, I'd take the money. I don't need to be 6 inches taller. I'm fine. My height is not going to keep me from accepting $600,000. But these questions are just, I don't know where they're coming up with them. It's just a weird thing to ask. But the next one is be a bee or a wasp. Wow. I'd be a bee because you don't, or wait, is it the other way around? Bees can sting and still survive. Wasps can't. So I'd rather be a bee. Besides, bees make honey. Alright, so Melissa, gosh darn it. I hate it when that happens. Your order is ready. Thank you very much for placing your order. If this is your first time ordering, welcome to our world. And let's get this. Gosh, this is heavy and it just keeps, I'm not used to the weight. It unbalanced me. Alright. We're slowly but surely making a dent. This next one goes to Janet in the UK. She ordered a colorfully gemmed in purple with no filling. And here is that pen. Good. He did not seal this one, so if you wanted to fill it, you can. Take the tip off to do that. I would hate to send it all the way to the UK and you were expecting to be able to fill it. There's your drill tip. Man, I think talking too much, a lot, makes that frog come back. I still have quite a bit of a stack here. All right. Be a celebrity or be a regular person. You know, I think I actually touched on this the other day. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a celebrity. I wanted to be an actress. But then I was talking about how if I was married to a celebrity, Alexa, cancel timer. I would have, Alexa, stop. It's bugging out again. But being married to a celebrity would be really hard if you don't see them but 3 weeks out of the year. So I don't know, maybe I would enjoy being a celebrity, but I wouldn't enjoy being married to one. So, but now I don't know if I'd want to be a celebrity, even though sometimes people make me feel like I am. But I feel like I'm just a regular person and I'm okay with that. Alright, I'm going to cut this real quick and then the clip will be ending and I will be back. I have to go run to the other room real quick and then we will continue on in getting this wrapped up. Here, let's get this one piece of tape put on. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, I'm back and let's finish wrapping this. I'm looking at the next question and it's a weird one. It's asking me if I'd rather be a chair or a table. Well, you know, I don't want to be sat on, so I'd rather be a table. Because tables get to play games and get to see all that interesting food. I'm sure there's other interesting things that tables see and have upon them. But I don't want to be sat on. You know, there's other things that happen when people sit that I don't want to happen either. Alright, so Janet, thank you very much for your order. And if this is your first one, which I do believe it is because I don't recognize the name, welcome to the family. And thank you for your order. We will get this sent out there to the UK as quickly as possible. And, it's not coming off. There we go. Getting hard to reach those. Next order goes to... Okay, come on. Michelle in Massachusetts. She has ordered the Myth of the Mermaid pen ×2 and 2 row straighteners. And she wants one of the straighteners added onto one of the pens. So here is your order. Here is the row straightener you did not want on a pen. Here is the row straightener you wanted on a pen. And here is the pen without a row straightener. And the next one says, be a cyborg or completely human. I don't want to be a cyborg. So I prefer to be completely human. Thank you very much. I don't know why someone would want to be a cyborg. I do not know what the benefits would be. Maybe because then you'd be part-way computer or something like that. I don't know. I'm not sure. Not sure the reasoning behind it. Someone help me out here. Why would you want to be a cyborg? Doesn't make sense to me. Okay, I'm gonna get these guys in here. I gotta share the bedroom space. There we go. And next is be a dragon or a unicorn. Oh, that's tough. Unicorns are so pretty. I'd be, you know, afraid to be a unicorn though, because I've heard too many of those, you know, fairy tales where unicorns have been hunted for their horns and it kills them. Because that's where all their magic is in the horn. So I'd be afraid to be a unicorn. Now a dragon, on the other hand, they can breathe fire, and they're huge, and they're hard to kill, and they can fly. So I would be a dragon, and I would be a good dragon, one that helps out. Like on that, a couple of movies I've seen. You know, like Aragorn, that's what it is. I always get Aragon and Aragorn mixed up from Lord of the Rings, you know. This looks really ragged. I'm going to trim this off. That looks better. It goes this way. So, Donnie the Dragon. And I would have lots of gold, and I would share it. If you could find my cave and make it there without any perilous happenings, you could gladly take with you as much gold as you could carry. Thank you for your order, Michelle. And I know this is not your first order, so thank you again for placing an order. It's ready to go. I'll get that out the door. Okay. I'm going to move these envelopes closer. In fact, I'm going to put them up here. No, I'm not. I will set them right here. Okay. Next one goes to Cheryl in Ohio, and I know this is not her first order. She's ordered 2 of the medium width adhesive for the flat multi-placers, 6 inches each, a Dream and Explore in purple. Yeah, and that's it. So here are your 2 lengths. Oh, it popped up. Let's put it down again. Get that in there. And this works just like the stuff that comes with the flat placers. It works just like this stuff. You can wet it and reuse it. But I find that mine get holes in them because I push my drills around with it, so I do have to replace it every so often. Alright, so there is your adhesive. I gotta change pages here. And your pen is right here. There's your Dream and Explore. And I wonder if this helps if I turn it this way so you can see better. Oh yeah, look at that. And there is your drill tip. I wish I would have done that sooner. Oh, I am switching. We're still on red though. I have 3 more packs of tissue paper. I guess I have that many packages to still roll up. I'm getting tired, but I have to have this ready before morning so the mailman can pick it up, or else it will not go out tomorrow. And we want it to go out tomorrow. After that, it's Sunday, and the mailman will not pick up mail on Sunday. They'll drop packages off from like Amazon, but they won't take any mail in. Even if they did take it in, nothing would move, I don't think. I might have to get more red. I didn't grab enough. I'll switch to silver if I run out of red. Alright, I'm now a dragon. Be a famous musician or actor. Actor, because I can't sing. But acting was always my passion. In high school, at least. I really wanted to become an actress. I wanted to become a comedian. But I'm happy where my life is. Just because I didn't become an actress doesn't mean I feel like I'm a failure, because I'm not a failure. Things turned out way better. I mean, I enjoy my life. I enjoy my children, my husband, my home, my new career. Oops, I whipped it. I'm gonna have to trim it so it doesn't look so bad. There we go. And so I'm fine that I'm not an actress. I actually never thought I would say this, but I would be so happy just living out in the middle of the country as long as I had internet. And there were no roosters around. Those things are annoying, especially when you want to sleep in. I know what their purpose is, but, you know, not all of us get up at the crack of dawn to feed the cows. Alright, so, Cheryl, your order is ready. Let me get your stickers so I don't forget them. Thank you for placing your order again. I will get this out the door for you. Next order goes to Maria in Texas. She ordered the Extra Sparkle and Shine in blue. And there is your blue. See how pretty that is. And there's your drill tip. And be a friend or a lover. I'd rather be a friend. I'm over the lover thing. I've been there, done that. Alright. I'm a lover as far as I love to love. And I love to have friends. Having friends is hard when you don't leave the house and you don't have any kind of outside social life. But I have a lot of friends that I've made from YouTube. You know, most of you people out there have been with me for a while now, and you've gotten to know me, and you're still here. You know, and some of you have actually been with me from the beginning. Not very many, but there are a few. And some of you have moved on, made your own channels, and don't watch anymore. But, you know, you don't have to not have a channel to be my friend. I mean, I can still be my friend if you have a channel. Well, I do have friends that have channels. I mean, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the people that have gone off and made channels and kind of feel that they can't be friends with another YouTuber. That's not true. Because, you know, it's not a competition. We should be supporting each other, not avoiding each other. Alright, where is it? Okay. Be a genius or be wealthy? Well, doesn't that go hand in hand if you're a genius? Well, I guess not all geniuses are wealthy because they didn't use their smarts to get rich. But that kind of goes along the line of that last question that asked me if I'd rather have an IQ or have $1 million. You know, so you know, being rich doesn't make you happy. Being wealthy, I mean, but being wealthy would alleviate a lot of stuff. Like, I would be able to go to the doctor for something other than my injury, because that's the only insurance I really can have right now is my workers' comp, and that does not cover other things. Plus, I need to get to a dentist, I need to get to the eye doctor, I need new glasses, blah, 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 blah. Having your own business, you're going to have to figure that kind of stuff out by yourself anyway. So, that's one thing we have on our plate to figure out. Alright, there is your receipt. Hope you can read it. So this video probably will not be up until Saturday. If so, I am terribly sorry. There's just only so much my little fingers can do. And the tiredness is starting to creep into my voice.